Good evening, brother. It's so good to see you. So today I have a few questions for you here. So if you are ready, we can get it started.
Yes, Priya, very good evening, and it's very pleasant evening to meet you on behalf of the alumni, and I'm very glad to be with you all. Yes, I'm ready for the interview.
All right. So, brother, as we all know that COVID-19 pandemic has affected the education system worldwide, resulting in the complete closure of the schools. So, how has our school been doing in this tough times when the country is under lockdown for almost 10 weeks now?
Yeah, that is a good question from your side. Initially, the school supposed to start on the 16th of March, Priya, and then we could not think about starting the school because of the lockdown being extended. And then with the staff and with the brothers, we are trying to coordinate how we are going to go about it. So we worked out the online apps that are available. Various apps are available, and then we worked out. And then one of our school in Chennai who have started, and then we just coordinated with them at the beginning, and then we started on the 4th of April. And then initially we had given some training for our teachers, and then they have taken it very positively. And we had training sessions for the teachers, and they were helped by Mrs. Datta from the office. She is an expert in the computers. So she was the one who was training the staff, and we had number of sessions, and then we had a kind of orientation program for class 12th standard students. And then initially we had a lot of issues, but then it took off quite well. And then we were able to rectify some of the mistakes that were happening. And now, if you want me to tell you, we started on the 4th of April for class 12, and then 9th of April for class 10, and then it continued like that.
Okay, Raghav. So it's commendable that we've been able to adapt to this virtual classes after some hiccups, of course. And who would have thought that the schooling will take place on the screens rather than in physical classrooms? So it's good that we are able to cope up with the change. Also, SJ was amongst the first in the city to start with these online classes, and also we implemented it successfully. So, brother, what has been the teacher's thoughts and experiences with this whole situation?
I must say, at the initial stage, the teachers were not very, it is always with every one of us. Anything we start something new, there is always a kind of a feeling how things are going to take place. So initially, the teachers were not very happy to begin with, but then once we gave them the training and they became very comfortable, and they took it very positively, and it went on very well. But we started with class wise, started with class 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, like that we came down, and then we gave the training. And today I must say that we are having online classes right from class 3 to 12. And of course, class 10 and 12, whose examinations are not yet over, we also conduct the revision classes for them. And then class 1 and 2 also have their online classes per hour every day, 15 students in a session, so that the children will be able to interact with the teacher. It is not just for the sake of online classes. And we are conducting art, music, dance, physical education, counseling for parents, for students. And then with the help of the alumni, we have got a person called Dinkrit, who is also doing this holistic health care. And he's also doing a good job. Now we are going to make him kind of part of a regular extracurricular activities. We have given him a regular timing in the school curriculum so that he will be doing the online. And some of my teachers who are doing good in yoga, they are doing yoga. These are all other than the academics. And physical education classes are going on in the evening. So every teacher in the school has taken this as a kind of medium to get involved with the students. And I must say the students and the parents' body, both, have taken it very positively, and the attendance is not at all an issue, and the discipline is also not at all an issue. So we as an institution, we feel proud that the teachers and the parents have taken it positively, and the children are benefiting a lot. And nowadays we are having a PTM, online PTM with class 12 and 10. And we are just trying to inform the parents how we are going with the syllabus and things like that. And parents are also able to interact with the management and the coordinators and staff regarding subjects, and they are giving some suggestions, which we are also looking into it. So this is how the teachers have taken up, and the teachers are very happy with the mode of online classes at the moment. Thank you.
Right? Like you said, hats off to our teachers, brother, for proving to be so essential in this fight against COVID, and also for this sudden transition to online education. Also, I feel that the times today have changed our perception of education. So, brother, what will be your advice for the Josephite parents with respect to their watch studies?
In the PTM, I was just talking to the children. That is, there are thousands of students in the country are unable to have access to these online classes. It's not because anything wrong, but very unfortunate they are not having the economical background where all these things are not accessible to them. But I told the parents and the students of St. Joseph's Academy that you are very fortunate, even though this lockdown has happened. But by God's grace, we are able to meet, we are able to interact, and we are able to communicate. These are the things I have told them. So I have told them, and that we are very fortunate to do it, and the parents are very happy with that. So I have told them, we don't know this lockdown is going to be for how long. And so we have only this as a method. And we are conducting kind of interactive session with the students and parents. And parents are very happy at the moment, the way things are going. So I have only told the parents to be very positive, and they are. That is what I have. So I don't have anything beyond to tell them, but because they know the situation and they have been with us last 2 months, online classes are going on, and they are very cooperative. So I don't think I need to give a piece of advice to them, because they are with us as a SJ family, and they are able to understand the situation, and they are very cooperative.
Yeah, brother, right. I'm sure this tip of staying positive will really help the current parents, because it's their equal responsibility to see that the child's academic year doesn't get affected, and also to make sure that the child is adapting to this technology driven education. Now, brother, coming to your journey, you have been a part of the SJ family since last year. So, what has been the most interesting aspect of SJ for you till now? And is there any particular instance that you would like to share?
Of course, apprehensions when I was taking over from Brother Babu Varghese. I took over from Brother Babu Varghese on the 16th of May 2019. I must say, since I'm not so fluent with the language Hindi, that was the only apprehension I had. How am I going to communicate in case I need to communicate in Hindi? But by God's grace, people have accepted me with my weakness, and they have done a good job. And my experience, I must say, is very, very fruitful. So far, my journey has been excellent, from the point of the parents, the point of teachers, and the point of the students. Of course, last but not the least, the alumni also, who were a great support to me whenever I have asked them for any assistance related to school, or related to any extracurricular, or any related to staff welfare program. They have been very helpful. So my journey has been excellent last 1 year, and I wish that that will be continuing with the SJ family. I always believe in myself, that is, what you give to others is what you will reap at the end of the day. So I try to be true to myself. I try my level best to be sincere in whatever the responsibility assigned to me. I do it to the sincerity of my knowledge, so that the what I give at the end of the day is the fruit that will come back to me. And I have been very successful in in relating with the parents, students, and teachers, and of course to the alumni. So that my journey has been excellent.
I hope, brother, that you have an even more wonderful and memorable journey ahead. And congratulations to you for managing these times of crisis so well. Brother, as you know, a lot of our alumni members have not got the chance to meet you yet. So, my next question for you is, could you please enlighten us on your journey with the Patrician Brothers?
It's a very nice question, Priya. Thank you so much. It's a very personal question to me. Of course, you know, my journey with the Patrician Brothers started in the year 1994. I have joined the brothers after completing my grade 12. And then I continued. I got my first profession. We call it a first profession after going through the formation period, and they'll give you the, the identity of being a brother. That is, I received in the year 1998. Then I did my master, the MCom, BCom in 98 to 2001, and then I did my religious studies. Then my first posting was in St. George's in 2004. I was teaching class 4, 5, 6. And then I went from there. I did my B.Ed, and then I worked 1 year in St. Joseph's, Kunur, which is in Tamil Nadu. Again, I was teaching class 6, 7, 8. Then I went to West Africa as a pioneering brother with other two brothers. We were celebrating the bicentenary year of the Patrician Brothers, 200 years. So they were asking for volunteers to start a school in West Africa. And I was one of the fortunate brother to say, when I volunteered, my congregation immediately accepted me and took me over there. And I worked there for 5 years with other two brothers who are called Brother George and Brother Thomas. We had an excellent time, and I could work there last 5 years from 2007 to 2012. Then I came back to India because I was suffering from malaria. And then I came back and I did my master's in commerce. And then I was posted as a vice principal in Kerala, St. Patrick's Academy, Angamali. From there, I was posted as a principal in St. Michael's. From there, I have come to here. This is what my journey is all about. But more than all this, working in the institutions, my religious life is so good. I'm able to live to the fullest of myself. I'm convinced of being a brother. I'm convinced that I have been called to serve as a patrician brother in whatever the little way I could do to the society as a whole. So this is my journey in a very, very short shell where I could share it at this moment.
We are really proud of you, brother, and the school is really lucky to be under your guidance and leadership. Brother, talking a little about this lockdown period, the St. Joseph's Alumni Association's managing committee, along with your support, organized a faculty training program, an essay writing competition, a student health workshop. So, what has been the school's response to all of this?
Good, Priya. You said I am the luckiest person, or the school is the luckiest. I was to say I should be the luckiest person, not the school, because this institution has created, molded, shaped great personalities, and I am given an opportunity by my society to work here. So I'm very fortunate to be part of this great institution, and of course, part of this alumni who you are taking this interview with me. So I am very grateful to my society where they have given me this great responsibility to be part of this great family of SJA. Now, coming to the alumni, uh, when the lockdown continued, the alumni president, Mr. Ajay Goyal, contacted me and he said, "Brother, there is a person is there who can do the welfare seminar for the staff, and of course for the students we have something like that." And then he contacted me, and then I was very open to the thoughts. And then I liked, the best thing is keeping in mind the betterment of the institution and the staff. So it has been a great support from their end. And of course, I also approached the alumni for our non-teaching staff. I told them, why don't you, render your support by giving some provision? And immediately they were willing and they helped them. And my non-teaching staff are very, very happy to receive at that crucial time when they were not getting anything outside the society. And then they were given with a lot of dignity. So I must say the alumni is a great support during this lockdown. Of course, that is my journey with the alumni right from the beginning. As you have taken the new charges, I have also told that whatever we do it for the larger interest of our parents and students and teachers. So when we do it with that purpose, it is always very fruitful. So thanks to the Mr. Ajay Goyal and of course his team for all the support they are rendering to the institution in one way or the other. Anytime when I call them, they are always there to support and to be part of this great institution. So that is my journey with the alumni, and it has been very fruitful. And I have been experienced that from the past. Many principals, many brothers have told that in St. Joseph's, the alumni does a lot of involvement is there, and they are doing a good job. So congratulations to the alumni and the team for carrying out the responsibility and keeping the ethos. Work is worship. So whatever we do it for the country. At the end, we make our society a better place to live.
Thank you so much, Raghu, on behalf of all the members of the management committee. Rather talking about these events, the essay writing competition especially saw a very encouraging response from the SJ students. So, brother, which one out of them is your favorite topic, and could you please share your thoughts?
Okay, I have actually, Priya, first of all, I must congratulate you people for taking time out to think how to keep the students, to busy and occupied other than these online classes. I'm sure that it would have taken a lot of your time in creating this topics and finding out how we have to make the children get involved. And congratulations for that. When I got this, I was just under three categories that are for the alumni category. One is in the age between 14 and 18, the age between 19, 9 and 13. These three categories also I have got topics. First thing I would like to say, the topic which was very, very touching was the time with family and the changes at home in this time of pandemic. That was you are given for children between age between 9 and 13. And it is not only for that particular, it has molded and shaped our thoughts very much. And as adult, we have got an opportunity to spend quality time with our kids, our parents, our grandparents. And we have really enjoyed being with the children, playing with children. And the one of the video that was sent by the alumni I was watching, I was really happy to see how each one of us getting involved in doing whatever the little work. From here, what I wanted to tell you, at least we learn to respect each other. We learn to feel that other person is very important in my life, whether father, mother, wife, children, whoever may be. But we learned how important each person in our life, because each one has got in their own way to contribute something for our own growth. So this is one of the best topic I liked among all the other topics. Of course, generally the topics are well chosen, and I'm very sure that our students would have responded very well to that.
True, brother, we saw a very good response from the students and, of course, from the alumni members. And I hope these behavioral changes that we have adapted during this lockdown stays with us. Now, as we come to an end, brother, I would like you to give a message for all the alumni members and for all the students.
Priya, message I can give only by living my life and be an example. But of course, what happens is this is going to be used as a kind of in the social media. I would like to say to the alumni and of course to the SJ family that By God's grace, we are very fortunate. Whatever the way we could be helpful, whatever the program that the government is planning for the betterment of the people, let us try our level best to be responsible in following the rules and regulations during this corona pandemic situation. And let us try to be helpful to our neighbors, strangers, and people whom you are going to meet in your day to day life. And if your wards are in the school, attending online classes, try to help, try to support the schools that is they are conducting the online classes. Some schools may not be able to conduct the online classes, but be part of the institution, whatever the initiative they are taking, be part of the institution and be a supportive, moral support, because that is the great strength for any institution. As an individual, be a person who can add value to someone's life, especially at this situation. So I would conclude by saying that it was a wonderful session with you all. And I wish that may God continue to bless all of us, continue to enlighten us with His graces, so that whatever we do it with the full satisfaction and with our responsibility and with our freedom.
Right, Radha, it was absolutely amazing and a wonderful opportunity of getting to know you. Thank you so much for sparing up this time for us and for all the insightful messages and feedback that you have given. Thank you so much, brother.
Yes, Priya, on behalf of Vijay Goyal and of course his team, I also sincerely thank you for sparing your valuable time and to be part of this interview session. Of course, Mr. Ambuj Oberoi and Harshit Gupta for being the background person in recording this interview. Thank you and God bless. I wish that we all meet one day soon and be in person, which will be more meaningful. Of course, this is another medium where we communicate. So I wish the alumni all the very best. Whatever you are doing, do it to the fullest, and may God bless all of you. And let us keep doing the best to keep SJ flag high. Thank you and God bless.